What's going on, y'all? You have reached the QB standard. What in the world is that? Well, it's the Quintessential Brother Standard. Woo! Big words. Well, quintessential, what is that? High level, high class, high quality, living up to the expectation of what God's desired plan and outcome is for your life. Are you doing that? I ask that question to you, every man that's watching right now. And ladies, if you're watching this, send this to your man. Ladies, if you're watching this, send this to a brother. Send this to men, because this is about creating men who will really be men of standard. Hold on to a standard. Right now, in today's age and in today's society, everybody is lowering their standards. When I say everybody, I'm talking about the vast majority. But men, are you? Are you living up to being a king and a priest? God says that you're above and not beneath. He calls you a head and not a tail. He calls you a king and a priest. Is your life reflected such? Is your walk with the Lord reflected such? What's your finances like? What's your business endeavors like? What's your work ethic like? What's your relationship status like? You say relationship status. Are you being that man that God called you to be in that relationship? And what I'm talking about that is, are you working towards marriage? And if you are in a marriage, are you being the husband? Are you Christ in the home? Does your wife look at you and say, man, this is a great man of standard? So it's about being that QB standard. So I assist folks to lift up and raise up from where it is that they are. Level up from where it is that they are. If you're a business person, we'll talk about business. We'll talk about money. If you're just a man, we'll talk about manhood. We'll talk about the things that you need to continue your day-to-day living, your year-long living, your lifelong living. Are you being the man of standard that you're supposed to be? So I'm so excited that you come and you've joined and you've looked at this channel. I'll ask you to do this. Subscribe, okay? Like it and share it. And ladies, you're like, well, what's in it for me? Send this to your man. Send this to your brother. Send it to your husband. Send it to your father. Send it to males that you know, because this is going to be centered about men being the men that they're supposed to be. I'll talk to you about relationships. I'll talk to you about finances. I'll talk to you about work. I'll talk to you about day-to-day living. I'll talk to you about your spiritual walk with the Lord. What should it look like for a man? It's time for men to raise a standard. It's time for men to have a voice once again. Society's trying to silence your voice, man. Not so. It is time to do something, to be about it, to be that person that you know that God's going to say, man, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased. Is that you? If it is, or if you want it to be, continue to follow along. We're going to go over so many different topics. We're going to talk to you about what my day-to-day might even look like. We're going to talk about everything. Am I only going to have Christians on the show? No. I'm going to have things that's going to help build up men to be exactly what they're supposed to be. So are you a provider? Are you strong? Are you working on yourself? Are you increasing every day? Are you being the best version of you that there is possible? Or is there some laziness you need to work on? Is there some slack hands that you got going on that you need to work on? Are there different things that you know you need to make major adjustments so that you can be that quintessential brother, so that you can be that person that's on the high upper echelon? And when I'm talking about that, I'm not just talking about your financial status and your financial class. Remember, it first starts here. What's your mindset like? We're going to talk about those different things. Men, you have reached a channel where you're going to be admonished, you're going to be encouraged, you're going to be corrected, you're going to be equipped, you're going to be inspired, you're going to enjoy it. You're sometimes going to laugh a lot. I'm going to have some men on the show along with me. There's going to be so many different things that we're going to do. So look out. Men of Standard, that Quintessential Brother Standard. Look out, like, subscribe, share, follow, because something awesome is about to happen. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video.